Hello and welcome to the video, as well as to my BCM 114 digital artifact. Today I will be going over the problems I encountered during my time playing Overwatch Competitive during Season 12, so let's get into it.
When you play rank, it's like this. It's like going to the get punched in the face convention, and then you get punched in the face and then get mad that you get punched in the face. It's like, dude, you went to the I want to get punched in the face convention. And then you get punched in the face and they get mad that you get punched in the face.
The main problems I encountered was levers, toxicity, no mics, giving up, not countering, bad team compositions, not fulfilling roles properly, not grouping up / engaging together, and mechanics. I'll be going over those last four later on in the video. However, the good things I ran into was positive players, the majority of them weren't toxic, and spots were being filled as they arose, aka the 2-2-2 comp. Season 12 allows people to be able to play pretty much whatever they want in solo queues, but there is a simple fact that a proper team comp played as it is supposed to be played is going to defeat a bad team comp played well 9 times out of 10. The team comp that I ran into mostly consisted of Reinhardt, D.va / Wrecking Ball, Moira, Brigitte, Lucio, Genji, Junkrat, Pharah, or McCree. Now this team comp isn't the worst thing, it follows the 2-2-2 formula, but these heroes don't really gel together as much as others would. Some classic and popular team comps are Dive, Triple Tank, g.o.a.ts, Beyblade, Hanzo and Zarya. Some of these comps are meta specific, but they all share the same thing: hero cohesion. They all base themselves off either a couple heroes that work well together, a specific type of hero, or even just a single strong hero. Examples: Dive, high mobility heroes that can jump on an enemy and then jump out. Triple Tanks takes advantage of Ana's high healing output to tanks. g.o.a.ts takes advantage of Brigitte's high healing and damage output when in close quarters. Beyblade, Ana's nano boost with Reaper's Death Blossom cuts through tanks and has a staggering snowball effect. And Hanzo and Zarya became very popular when Hanzo was buffed and allowed a quick Dragon Strike / Graviton Surge combo. I found that people didn't really think a lot about team cohesion when picking heroes, and when we did run a proper comp, winning became much easier. There often wasn't even thoughts about hero cohesion between 2 or 3 heroes, examples Pharmacy or Brigitte and Reinhardt. When a hero was picked, the other wasn't. During my playthroughs and matches, I mostly play Brigitte. She relies on people to group up and engage in fights together due to her AoE, Area of Effect healing, when swinging her mace. So to my amazement, it was really hard to get my team to group up around me and then engage together. Comps like Dive variations solely depend on engaging on enemy heroes at the same time, and comps like g.o.a.ts depend on engaging as a team and pushing into certain heroes. I found that maybe 3 or 4 people would group up before engaging for the majority of the time. Now this is better than no one grouping up, but when you're engaging a team of 6 with a team of 4, 9 times out of 10 you are going to lose that fight. Without grouping up, you have players going in early and losing their ults and getting picked off before a fight. I find this happens mostly with damage players, as they really want that clutch Reddit play of the game, but 9 times out of 10 you are going to die and put off the rest of your team. This problem stems off of bad team compositions. The team composition is only as good as it is executed properly. Basic examples of not fulfilling roles properly are healers not healing, and damage heroes not even outputting any damage. More complex examples include Brigitte not engaging in fights, and Tracers not flanking and eliminating the opposition healers. Without players playing their heroes properly, then team comps don't even matter. So why don't people play their heroes properly, if you're just going to win more that way? Well, mostly because they don't actually know how to play them. A hero's role can change depending on the current meta, their place in the team composition, and or the current patch that the game is on. The majority of players below Diamond mostly don't keep up with the current metagame or how heroes should be played in certain comps. By mechanics I mean the physical inputs put in by the user depending on the machine played, whether it be PC or console. This includes keystrokes, mouse movements aka tracking and predicting, and mouse clicks. Since Overwatch is a fast-paced first-person shooter, good mechanics are a must. There are heroes who need less mechanically good players, but for the majority of heroes, good mechanics are a must if you do want to be a pro. Due to this, it is obvious that a large number of players under Diamond lack good mechanical skills. Heroes like McCree, Soldier 76, and Widowmaker rely on tracking. This is when you use your mouse, in case of PC, and position your reticle over a character and follow them with your mouse. Heroes like Pharah, Junkrat, and Orisa depend on prediction. This just means that you got to predict where the enemy is going to be, depending on how long your projectile takes from you to get from your weapon to the enemy. Mechanics are a very important part, and players around my skill level, including me, lack severely in this area. One solution is to just do your research and stay up to date with the game patches. Research can include going to r/Overwatch University and reading a lot of the guides that are on there. You can also go watch streamers and how they play with their teammates in solo queue and what they swap to when things aren't working. Another good idea is to watch professional leagues like Overwatch League and Overwatch Contenders. This way you're able to see how professional Overwatch players play at their best with teams they've trained for hours and hours. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect. By playing a hero, you learn all the little nuances that the specific hero brings, and therefore you get to know the hero better and how it works in conjunction with the heroes in your composition. Mechanically wise, there are plenty of websites that help you get better at clicking that mouse. My favourite is aimbooster.com, but as every pro will tell you, the best way to get better is to just play the game. The majority of pros have pumped hundreds and even thousands of hours into this genre of video games, and this is why they are good, for the most part.